girls. Miss Milliron's here, and this week we're going to talk about fluently adding and subtracting within 20 using mental strategies. It's so good to be with you today. The first thing that we're going to do is listen to Miss Allen talk about some vocabulary.
Knox County students and families, I'm Darby Allen, first grade teacher at A.L. Watts Elementary School. Today I'm going to review with you from Unit 2 from our math curriculum. Let's get started. We're going to be talking about the number partners of 10 and understanding the equal sign. Let's review some of the vocabulary we learned during Unit 2. Doubles. That is an addition fact that has add-ins that are the same, such as 4 plus 4. You can see here there are other doubles facts listed. A number bond. That is a diagram with a total and 2 add-ins. In this number bond, 5 is the whole, and the 2 parts are 3 and 2. A total is a number found as the result of adding. In this example, 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 is our total. An equal sign. That is a symbol that means is the same as. 6 equals 6. 6 is equal to 6. We're also going to talk about is the same as. That indicates the quantities are equal to each other. Just like 2 hearts are equal to the 2 dots on a number cube. They're the same as. A number sentence. That is a sentence with symbols and numbers that compares 2 amounts as equal, less than, or greater than. We're going to talk more about number sentences.
All right, boys and girls, we're going to do an activity that helps us with our addition and subtraction. These are called splats. You may have done them with your teacher. So here we go, we'll practice. What do you see? Some dots. How many blue shapes do you see? 5. And you see that up in the corner, it has the number 5. Then we'll say splat, and some of the dots will be covered up. And we have some on the outside of the splat. So now, how many shapes are under the splat, and how do you know? Well, we had 5 altogether, and so we can say 2 plus something equals 5, or we can say 5 minus 2 equals something. So how many are under the splat? 3. All right, how else would you know? Well, we can do that with addition or subtraction, or by visually saying we know there's 2, so there has to be 3 more under the splat. Let's look under the splat to see how many shapes there are. And you were right, there are 3 shapes under the splat. How many blue shapes do you see? 5. And the number 5 appears. Splat. How many shapes are under the splat, and how do you know? There are 3 because we had a total of 5. How else could you know? Well, if you know your number combinations of 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 minus 2 is 3, and 5 minus 3 is 2, then you would know that it's part of the number family, and we could figure it out. Over on this side, all I did was to move the sum to the left-hand side of the equal sign. Are they still equal? Yes, they still are equal. So let's look under the splat to see how many shapes there are. Of course, we said there was 3. And then what can we learn from the picture? and that is that we can use addition and subtraction to do number families and figure out what is under the splat. Okay, these came from the website that's listed at the top of the screen in case you want to download some more to practice. So how many do you see? 3, and you see the number 3 up in the corner. Splat, how many shapes are under the splat? Well, we don't have any shapes on the outside of the splat, so how many are under the splat? 3. There were 3, you're right. All right, and now we're going to listen to adding 3 numbers.
Hi, my name is Christian Williams. I'm a first grade teacher at Inskip Elementary. Today, I want to look back over something we learned a few months ago in first grade. We learned how to add 3 numbers. While you're watching this video, I want you to be able to pause or work with a partner or work with a friend to be able to solve the problems that I'm going to show you today. If you're working alone, that's okay too. I have 3 strategies today that I want to talk about. Using doubles, making a 10, and counting on. These strategies will help you be able to add numbers quickly when you're adding 3 numbers together, okay? Before we look at these strategies, I want us to kind of practice some things that are going to help us be quicker. The first thing is recognizing our team numbers. I'm going to show you some flashcards, and I want you to say the number out loud. Are you ready? If you said 11, correct. 16, 12, 18, 15, 17, 13, 14, 20, 19. If you're able to recognize those numbers and say them, that's going to help you be able to figure out the sum of when you add the 3 numbers. The other thing I need you to be able to do is recognize your doubles facts and facts that make 10. So just like we did with the flashcards with the team numbers, I'm going to show you some facts, some math facts that are doubles right now. I want you to say them out loud. This is just practice to help us be a little quicker when we're using doubles and making 10. Are you ready? 2, 16, 4, 18, 10, 8, 6, 14. Good job. If you can say those quickly, that's going to help you be able to find doubles in our equation. The next one I want to show you is making a 10. So if we know our facts that make 10, which is something we've practiced in first grade, then you're going to be able to solve adding 3 numbers together quicker. So let's kind of practice some of those before we start. I'm going to mix the cards up, just like we did before. Let's go over them. 1 plus 8 is 9. So if I know 1 plus 8 is 9, then I know that 8 plus 2 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. And if I know that 9 plus 1 is 10, then I know that 1 plus 9 is 10. 7 plus 3 makes 10. 6 plus 4 makes 10. And 4 plus 6 makes 10. 3 plus 7 makes 10. 8 plus 2 makes 10. 10 plus 0 makes 10. And again, 9 plus 1. Those are all facts that make 10. So when we're looking at our equation with three numbers, we're going to be looking for those to help us solve it quicker. Since we've gone over those cards, let's look at our first strategy. Our first strategy is using a doubles fact. If I have 6 plus 2 plus 4, and I want to solve it quickly, I'm going to pick two numbers to put together that I know is going to help me solve it quicker. So the two numbers I chose were 2 and 4 because I know that 2 and 4 make 6. Then I add the third number, and when I add the third number, 6 plus 6 is a doubles fact that I know quickly, so that's 12. Using two numbers to make a doubles fact, 6 plus 6, is a strategy that helps us solve adding three numbers quickly. The next strategy is making a 10. So let's look at that one. If I have the same equation, 6 plus 2 plus 4, I can move those numbers around to add them quicker. I can put 6 and 4 together because 6 and 4 makes 10, and add the third number, which is 2, and it still makes 12. This strategy of making a 10 helps me be able to add the numbers quicker. The next strategy that I want to talk about is counting on. Sometimes when we have three numbers together, there isn't a doubles fact and there isn't a 10, so we just have to use a strategy of counting on. I chose to put 7 and 2 together because I knew that that made 9. Then I put 9 in my head and counted on 4 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I got 13 as my answer. These three strategies will help me be able to solve problems that are adding three numbers.
Thank you, Miss Williams. And now we're going to do an activity from illustrative mathematics on number sentences that are equal or not equal. So, for example, we will look at how many circles are in each box and decide whether the two boxes are equal or not equal. For example, in this box we have 4 plus 3, and that equals 7, correct? And then in this box we have 5 plus 1 plus 1, which equals 7. Are these two boxes equal? Yes, they are. Even though the dots are arranged differently, this box has the same number of dots as this box. Okay, I can use doubles, or I can use make 10, or count on to figure out some of these problems. Here, I could have just added on 4 plus 3 is 7, right? And over here, same thing, add on 5 plus 6 plus 7. All right, let's get started. Are these two boxes equal or not equal? Okay, so we have 3 plus 2 plus 1. So we could actually make a double. 3 and then 2 and 1 is 3. So we know that there are 6 in this box. And in this box we can use a double. 3 plus 3 is 6. Are these two boxes equal? Yes, these two boxes are equal. Okay, let's do another one. All right, are these two boxes equal or not equal? Okay, in the first box we have 3 and add on 2, which is 5. And in the next box we have doubles, 3 and 3, which is 6. Are they equal or not equal? They are not equal. That is correct. All right, let's look at these. In this box, we have 3 plus 2 plus 3. Well, we could use the double. 3 plus 3 is 6, and add on 2, and that would be 8. All right, let's look at the other box. We have 2 plus 3 plus 3. So I could use 3 plus 3 to make a double and add on 2. What also do you notice about these two number sentences? Yes, the numbers are the same. They've just been arranged differently. So is the first box equal to the second box? Yes, it just uses different arrangements to come up with the answer. All right, another one. We see 2 plus 2 plus 2. We have doubles plus 2, which equals 6. Here we have 3 plus 3, which is doubles, and they equal 6. Are both boxes equal? Yes, they are equal. Good job, boys and girls. Boys and girls, we are going to have Miss Abbas give us a preview of what she will be talking about next week.
Good morning, Knox County families. Today, we're going to be reviewing Unit 4 in Math. For unit vocabulary that we're going to be reviewing, we're going to talk about the base 10 system. So that means when we're talking about base 10 system, we have base 10 blocks. So that means they are based on groups of 10. So we have the ones cubes right here. So they are the single one. Then when we put 10 of those ones cubes together, we get 110, which equals 10 ones, or one group of 10. If we put a bunch of those tens rods together, then we get 6 tens to equal 60, or there are 60 ones that make up those 6 groups of 10. Here's another example. If we have 3 tens and 4 ones, that would make the number 34, because we would have 3 groups of 10 and 4 ones cubes. And in class, we use place value mats with tens and ones on them with our base 10 blocks. Here's some more unit vocabulary. We're going to be talking about the 120 chart, and it's a chart that's labeled with numbers from 1 to 120. It's set across 10 columns, and it goes down 12 rows. So the column is a vertical arrangement of items or numbers in the chart, like a tower stands up or like we stand up. So here is an example of the column right here. A row is the horizontal arrangement of items or numbers in a chart, and it goes across like how we sleep or when we lay down. And here's an example of a row. It goes this way. 10 less. That is 1 less 10 or 10 less ones than a given number. 10 more. 1 more 10 or 10 more ones than a given number. For example, we have the number 15. If we are looking for 10 more than 15, we need to go down 1 box, and that would show 10 more than 15, which would be 25. If we wanted to find 10 less than 15, we have to start back at 15, and then we go up 1 box to find 5, which is 10 less than 15. So here's our quick draw strategy. We use this a lot. So basically, parents, all it is we draw some sticks or straight lines to represent the groups of 10. If we need ones cubes, we would just draw little circles or little tiny squares to represent the ones. So this is our quick draw strategy, and each straight line represents 1 10 or 10 ones. So each one of those lines that you see would represent one group of 10. So how many tens does this quick draw strategy show? You rock. 4 tens or 40 is the correct answer.
All right, boys and girls, now we're going to talk about the packet that you will be doing this week with Fluency. And most of the packet is about addition and subtraction. So let's just walk through some of the problems. All right, the first one is adding and subtracting, and it is completing the number sentences, and you can use the number line or you can use a number bond to find the answers. Problem 2 says one student says that 7 plus 2 is 9, and the other student says that 6 plus 3 is 9. Who is correct? You might want to draw a picture to show your answer, as well as explain how you know. Problem 3 says color a way to make 7 in a 10 frame, and then write 2 addition sentences. Problem 4 says complete the number bond, write 4 number sentences. And problem 5 wants you to look at the pictures of the ducks and the bears. It says, 2 students are making a quilt. Each child uses pieces with ducks and bears on them. Complete the number sentence to show how each student made 6. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching the video today, and I hope that you learned some strategies for doing fluency. Have a good day.